Line. Let's straight away go across to Nimesh and get the sense of the nerves around dealing rooms today. Nimesh, the big day is finally here and very interesting divergent trends playing out in the market, right? What all did you pick up? What's the chatter like?
Well, it's an extremely choppy and volatile day of trade. I guess the export-oriented sectors are under pressure today. So IT is clearly, facing the brunt. The index, IT index is down 3.5%. Not only that, even the pharma names are under pressure today. So it looks like clearly the export-facing companies are under pressure. And on the other side, it looks like there is a bit of sector rotation happening. So banks are doing good. In fact, yesterday there was a feedback that there is selective buying in private bank names, and that trend seems to continue in today's market as well. So the flow seems to be a bit of moving towards the defensive names and towards the banking stocks. There is a small MOC basket buying in some select mid-cap names in today's market. So maybe some selective stocks might have a bit of an impact, but it's going to be very small and very selective. So not much to read into that. But clearly, from a flow perspective or from a positioning point of view, looks like there is a bit of caution out there. The broader markets have relatively underperformed in the last couple of days, and even the breadth seems to be quite weak as well. So I guess all eyes on the Fed outcome tonight, which can have a big impact on the Indian markets as well. But to go into the big event, there is a bit of caution clearly in the broader market stocks.
No, absolutely. So I guess let's see how this one plays out. In terms of individual names and news flow, buzz, what's the chatter like today?
Well, so the first name on my list is Samudra Motherson. Big move in that name. Post the QIP closure, there has been a bit of interest as well. I guess there is a very strong demand in the QIP issue. And additionally, the street is anticipating a corporate development very soon. Potentially, the company can bag a large order to enter the electronic manufacturing space. That's the buzz as far as Samudra Motherson is concerned. The second name is Hindustan Construction. Been quiet in the last couple of days, been just consolidating in a very narrow range, but looks like the company is likely to raise funds by QIP very soon. I understand the roadshows have started, and potentially the QIP will happen before the second quarter running. So that's something on Hindustan Construction. The third name is Ola Electric. Big move in that name as well. Stock was locked at 10% upper circuit. Yesterday, there were a couple of initiating reports as well. Even today, the volumes are on the higher side. There are very strong buy flows, and some leading domestic mutual fund is quite active buyer, is what I understand, in Ola Electric. And the last is Imami. Within the consumer name, this is quietly underperformed in the last few days. This month, the stock is down 10% from recent highs. And for the third day running, I understand there are very strong sellers. So looks like some bit of profit booking is happening from institutional investors in Imami at current levels.
Thank you. Interesting list as always. And now it's time for 8cc.